ready for a start in this one here, the third and final race for modified sprints here, opening night of the New Zealand Street Stock Championships. And it's Brent Haston who gets off to a flyer. He's got Kyle Hyde on his inside in car 77 with Vaughan Marshall in third place. In 67, Marshall looks to the outside, Hyde on the inside, but it's Haston at the moment. He's just new. He's only raced about 4 meetings so far in this car, and he's proving to be very, very good behind the wheel of car number 24. Fourth place at the moment, Daryl Scott in car number 8. He's got Darcy Hewitt and Scott Williamson just behind him. And then the Dunedin duo of Damien Vincent and Jesse Huback. They're just slightly back further than him. So Vaughan Marshall loses a position there to Daryl Scott in car number 8. Scott now up to third place. Marshall with some work to do if he wants to make it 3 from 3 here tonight. But at the moment, it's the Riverton Automotive sponsor machine of Brent Haston. He would dearly love to pick up. Oh, Daryl Scott's over. Comes out of turn 2, hits the wall big time. Thought he was going to completely flip. I think the wall actually helped him stay on all fours. So untidy for Daryl Scott coming out of turn 2. Kyle Hyde, he's been doing a great job in the Concrete Works machine, car number 77. He sits in second place, and we go back to Vaughan Marshall. Darcy Hewitt in fourth, Scott Williamson fifth, Damien Vincent sixth, Jesse Huback seventh. We get a start this time around. Haston once again leads them down between 1 and 2. Marshall looking for a way past Kyle Hyde. Hyde goes a little bit high and wide, opens the door for Marshall. Marshall has a bit of a sniff, but Hyde's certainly not giving him an inch. He's on the outside, Marshall on the inside. Almost contact between 1 and 2. This is great driving for second and third at the moment. Hyde's certainly not going to give it away. He still holds that second place. He's saying to Vaughan Marshall, if you want to pass me, you're going to have to work for it. Oh, issues for Haston. Almost causes an accident there in turn 3. Scott Williamson gets loose as well, just manages to avoid him. So, yellows will come on. Haston parked up on the main straight. Haston will be absolutely gutted. One of his sponsors there, Jenny Pulley, just looking over the fence to make sure everything's all right. She'll be telling him what's wrong with it. Pretty clever is Jenny. Donut Dude down there in turn number 4. Caravan in turn number 3. Between turns 1 and 2, another Caravan there in the Mocha Rocker Coffee, as well as a food stall on the back straight. We're away and racing once again. Kyle Hyde now leads this one here. Scott Williamson was in second for a moment, but Vaughan Marshall just manages to sneak on through and start to put a wee bit of pressure on Kyle Hyde again. This battle is going to continue. Through goes Hyde. Hyde's also looking for his first race win at the Rock Riverside Speedway, and he's looking good at the moment. The Concrete Works machine of Kyle Hyde leads Vaughan Marshall. Then we go back to Scott Williamson, Darcy Hewitt, Damien Vincent and Jesse Huback. Into 1 and 2, it is still Kyle Hyde. He makes Marshall go just a wee bit wider. Marshall looking for somewhere on the track just to get that little bit more of an advantage. But he's struggling at the moment while Kyle Hyde, he's got the foot flat in this thing. He'll be absolutely wringing the neck of car number 77. Damien Vincent has a look on the inside now of Darcy Hewitt, manages to pick up a spot there as well, so a good move by Vincent further down the field. Through goes Hyde one more time. Vaughan Marshall 4 car lengths further back. Then we go back to Williamson in car number 22, Damien Vincent. Then Darcy Hewitt. White flag is out. Can Kyle Hyde do it? Can he get his first ever race win in a modified sprint? Or can Vaughan Marshall make it 3 from 3 here tonight at the Rock Riverside Speedway? Hyde's got one more corner to go. He's going to take out his first race win. Kyle Hyde takes it out. Vaughan Marshall second place. Scott Williamson, a well-deserved third for him. That's how they finish in the modified sprints here at the Rock FM Riverside Speedway. They'll of course be back again tomorrow night for the big final.